Huh? Isn't this place...
Hmm? What's the matter, Scene? Have you been here before? Why do you look surprised too, head librarian? Could it be that you have...
Jing? And you?
Mr. Nong? Do you know head librarian?
Well, it's a long story, but in simple terms, it's fate. Well, it's a long story, but in simple terms, it's fate.
So that's how it is. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by Scene and head librarian. Please allow me to reintroduce him. This is the founder of Songlin City and the first director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture, Mr. Nang Zi.
No need to be so formal. I had enough of official talk long before retiring. Don't stand at the door, just come inside.
Mr. Nang, this is a soil sample that was delivered yesterday. It was specifically sent to you from the Grand Monument.
Oh, I've been waiting for this a long time. Let me see. The particle size and composition appear to be correct. It's exactly the soil sample I've been searching for!
What exactly is this, old man? It's not actual moon soil, is it? Are you really planning to use it for farming?
Mind your manners, Scene.
Of course, it's not real moon soil. They only obtained a small amount of moon soil from the Lunar Exploration Program, and even the research institutes don't have enough to share. It would be far too extravagant for an old man like me to indulge in such a luxury. This is an imitation of moon soil, created by synthesizing earth minerals based on characteristics of actual moon soil. Apart from the different origins, the two are essentially identical. And yes, it's indeed used for farming. One day, humans will inhabit the moon and even planets beyond it. Although we may not live long enough to witness that day, future generations will. As their predecessors, it is our responsibility to ensure an ample food supply for their journey.
The announcement about seeking refuge in the city was made long ago, Mr. Nang, and most residents in the outskirts have already retreated to the city before the situation worsened. Why are you still here?
Well, because I haven't finished the task at hand. I have a small lab at the back of this house for space cultivation. The temperature and humidity inside simulate the conditions of a moon base. Unfortunately, I can't replicate lunar gravity, but that can't be helped. I've selected several crops that may be suitable for growing on the moon, hoping that some of them will meet their production needs of lunar bases in the future. I have planted rice in all the previous moon soil samples. However, none of the crops have sprouted yet.
I understand. Your determination remains steadfast as always. But I wonder if your health allows for such dedication?
Well, don't worry about that. All old men like me are racing against time. And that is why I must push myself as far as I can.
Since this is your wish, we will no longer trouble you.
Not so fast. You've been busy all this time. Are you hungry now? Nothing is more important than having enough food. Come and have a meal.
Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? My stomach is growling.
Be patient, Scene.
Don't be so strict, Ching. I rarely have a chance to talk to young folks like Little Sin. You have never experienced famine, and you don't know how terrible hunger can be.
You're right. Excuse me, Mr. Nong. Head librarian and I will step outside for some fresh air. Feel free to ask whatever you want. You seem to have a lot of questions, and that's why I brought you out, too. I believe you've heard a lot about the terrible famine in the western region during your journey, right? It's not something to be avoided, actually. It's just that I didn't find a good time to tell you about it. The famine occurred about 15 years ago.
What will be her name?
Tiahua. Let's call her Tiahua.
Send her away. She's still young. Perhaps she can find enough to eat out there. If we had sent her away back then, she wouldn't have had to suffer all these years.
Countless horrifying things occurred during that era. The newborn Xian was frail, and it took nearly 3 years for its people to overcome that famine. True, as Mr. Nong mentioned, I didn't personally experience that catastrophe, but there were many refugees from the western region in Songlin City at the time, and they were sensitive to the word famine. Actually, Xin, she was one of them. Fortunately, many of them managed to survive. What have you witnessed along the way, head librarian?
I hope this kid will grow up in a better world. Do you think it will?
I've traveled over 8 million kilometers in my life, so traveling a few thousand kilometers at the last minute is no big deal.
Once we heard about the orders from the Grand Monument, we packed up our stuff and came here, hoping we could lend a hand.
We have the most resilient people in this world. No matter how much they suffer, they never fail to rise again and continue onward, enduring their wounds. Songlin City is a relatively young city. It took us 5 years to develop into the granary of Xian. In the future, there will undoubtedly be thousands of granaries like Songlin City built on this land, providing shelter even for the poorest people. It's not just me. The entire Songlin City, as well as the people of Xian, hold Mr. Nong in high regard. As I mentioned earlier, it's no exaggeration to say that he was the one who established Songlin City. He personally experienced the famine in the western region and conceived the idea of Songlin City. He dedicated his life to building the city. His dream was to ensure that no one in Xian's borders would ever go hungry again. He introduced new types of rice and innovative farming methods, and under his leadership as the director of the Bureau of Husbandry and Agriculture, the centralized agricultural system gradually took shape. Undoubtedly, as a result, everyone calls him by a revered title, the Sower. This title originates from Jisha, the first emperor of Xian and the ancestor of agriculture. It's used to honor those who have made significant contributions to agriculture, as if they were the reincarnation of Jisha. Yeah, you're right. His health has been deteriorating lately. The government has repeatedly urged him to relocate to the city, not only for security reasons, but also to provide him with easier access to medical care. Although it's never been explicitly stated, there is genuine concern in case one day... The announcement about seeking refuge in the city was made long ago, Mr. Nung, and most residents in the outskirts have already retreated to the city before the situation worsened. Why are you still here?
My name is Wuxia, and I'm one of the vigilantes here.
Is something troubling you, head librarian? Please don't hesitate to share it. Vigilante squads? Do you mean patrol squads organized by the residents themselves? Of course not. Even we found those contaminated animals to be a challenge. Neither Wisha nor the government would ever allow ordinary people to face them. Wait, let's pause our conversation here. Something stranger is happening. The water vapor is gathering. Step back, head librarian. Who's there? You look very prepared. Are you the one behind those animal attacks?
Forgive all sins. Fire is burning.
You've finally shown yourself. Good. Let's have a go at it.
Forgive all sins. Blooming from the flames. In the name of Florence.
Scene! My waist badge!
I know.
Do you expect me to leave you and Mr. Nong unprotected?
What's happening? I just finished cooking. Where is Sin?
It's nothing, Mr. Nong. Please, don't come out. I apologize for this interruption, but we must leave to handle an emergency.
Retaliate! I'll smash through everything in my way! Retaliate! Storm of Spear! Jerk even planted a bomb? Oh. Damn it! That jerk even planted a bomb? Even think about running away from me! Haven't you had enough of this nonsense? Stop right now!
Ching, the head librarian seems to have something to say.
Immediately contact the Bureau of Employment and Social Support and Bureau of Civil Security to search for individuals matching the description.
Found him. Wuxi, born in the Western region. He lost his parents at a young age and was later adopted. After that, he moved from place to place before finally settling in Sanglin City. According to the records from both departments, he is a model citizen with no criminal record. He pays all taxes and social insurance on time, maintains good credit, and holds a stable job. Based on these records alone, he seems to be an honest man of hard fortune, and there appears to be little reason to suspect him. Wuxi has a younger sister, who is his only living relative. I checked, and it seems that his sister is seriously ill and has been receiving medical treatment in a hospital. His sister's background is similar to his own, as they were both adopted at a young age. The only difference is that his sister is unable to work due to her illness and relies on Wuxi to cover her medical expenses.
Who adopted Wuxi? Do we have any information about their identity?
The adopter's information is encrypted and currently inaccessible. It was a closed adoption, so the records remain confidential.
Let's use our authority to override the encryption.
I'm on it. Wait, this is strange. Even we don't have the clearance? It seems that this adopter is someone of significance. If we want to investigate further, we will need higher level clearance from the Well-Being Office, or Master Yuan Xuan himself.
Is it possible to track his movements using the surveillance system of the Bureau of Civil Security?
Certainly. The surveillance system indicates that he leads a regular life, primarily commuting between his residence and workplace. Every few days, he visits his sister in the hospital, and the timing matches the records provided by the Bureau of Health and Welfare. Wait, the records show another place he frequents.
Where is it?
Outside Songlin City, near the Grandeur River. It's the residence of Mr. Nong Ji.
Could it be that these records are forged?
No, they are not forged. I have seen that guy once, in front of that old man's house. I'm sorry, I lost him. It's my fault. I haven't retrieved your waist badge either. I'll definitely go for his throat next time.
Well, it is important because it represents my authority as the Secretary of the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity. However, it's just a waist badge after all, and a badge alone cannot do much. All changes to government orders now have to be reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Oversight and Integrity before they can be authorized. Therefore, my authority is only used for the necessary step of confirmation, and having it on its own is of no use. Moreover, as much as I hate to believe so, the primary suspect for the manipulation seems to be Mr. Nong Ji himself. Both accidents I had with head librarian happened near his residence. Furthermore, all the people involved are from Emeon and Weisha. This can't be dismissed as a mere coincidence. By the way, what's the name of Wuxi's sister?
Her name is Tiao Hua. She suffers from a chronic disease that currently has no cure. Her condition worsened in the early spring of this year, and the doctor predicted she wouldn't survive the summer. However, her condition has unexpectedly improved recently. Wait, could it be because of the cerulean water?
Scene. Mobilize manpower to monitor various regions in the city and search for Wuxi. Also, assign someone to keep an eye on his sister at the hospital. As for the outskirts, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you and Zero to monitor that area, head librarian. What are you waiting for, Scene? Hurry up!
Did you just say his sister's name is Tiahua?
Yeah? Why? What's up?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm leaving.
I've been having trouble sleeping these days. You know, people tend to think about nonsense when they get older. Now that you're willing to stay here with me, of course I'm happy to have you. Are you hungry? Let's have lunch together. I've reheated the cold meal from yesterday. Ha! You must be starving. Don't worry, there's plenty more.
Thank you. It's delicious. Rest assured, the food is safe.
The Harvest Festival? Well, actually, it was just around 10 years ago. It's not like the traditions of Qian, and it wasn't initially intended as a festival. Soon after the famine in the western region broke out, the Well-Being Office started the project to expand the Western Path to ensure the smooth transportation of supplies. I remember clearly that the last bridge on the Western Path was completed in the fall, and the entire line was finished and opened for traffic on the autumn equinox. Songlin City was also established that year. The first grain train departed from Songlin Station, delivering freshly harvested rice and wheat to the western region. At that time, I thought such a significant event deserved a celebration, so I organized a small ceremony before the train departed. But when the announcement was published in the newspaper, the number of attendees far exceeded my expectations. It was only later that I realized many of the people who were working in Songlin City at the time used to be refugees, fleeing from the western region. Although it was already the past, one's longing for one's homeland is like subtle threads, usually hidden in the depths. As soon as memories are stirred, they resurface. Residents from the western region surrounded the station in a crowd so tight, not even a single drop of water could seep through. I understood them. Although they couldn't take the train back to their homeland, The train would bring back the food they had cultivated. Soon the children in the western region would have their tables filled with fragrant rice and steamed bun. I heard that the train also received a grand welcome when it reached the western region. The people wrote numerous thank you letters to us, so many that they could have buried the entire office. Many of them were pencil and crayon drawings made by children. These drawings were more beautiful than any artwork I had seen in my life. But I feel a sense of guilt that we were too late. If only we had constructed the railroad earlier. If only we had grown rice earlier. If only we had anticipated the climate change earlier. Before this city was built, and before that train departed, I often wondered, "Oh, Bodhisattva, when will you finally bring your salvation to this land?" It's ridiculous, right? When people are pushed to their limits, they always seek something ethereal to soothe their hearts. It was only after that train departed that I finally felt relieved and realized Bodhisattva doesn't live in the sky at all. No wonder my countless prayers went unanswered. Humans. They have to become bodhisattvas themselves to bring salvation to themselves and others. Later on, people spontaneously gathered on that day to celebrate every year, and at some point, the Bureau of Culture and Tourism officially named it the Harvest Festival. I think it's a good thing. After all, it's the day when people realize that they themselves are bodhisattvas.
I have confidence in your judgment.